afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of Adam's Riding Life. It's Friday again, we've finished work, it's about 1:30. On a, well, not turned out to be too bad now. The 11th of October. Been raining all morning, but we've got a bit of a break in the weather. We're on the little DR. We've got both cameras running this time. What's been happening? Not a lot really. Not a lot. The drone that I talked about in my last vlog has been purchased. So, not used it yet, I've not even got it out of the box. Just got back to work now, I delivered to work. We've been away all week, so hopefully we'll be able to have a few practice goes on it, and then do I'm going to try and do a motorcycle vlog, so we can get it following the bike off-road somewhere. But before I do all that, I think I'll get used to flying it. Oh. It's quite warm. Well, quite warm, it's probably about 11-12 degrees. I've not got my waterproofs with me, but a bit dark over there and angry, but I don't know, I think we'll dodge it. Not going to be out long. Let's go this way. Quite pleasant out. Turn signal, Adam. Yeah, as if anyone watched my last video, they'll see I managed to get my head around the editing. I think it turned out too bad, that video, going from this camera to this helmet cam. Quite easy to do really, just overlap this footage, the footage on the Aero 4 over the footage on the Aero 7, and then just cut the bits that you want to keep in, and that's it then. Obviously just delete the other bits you don't, keep this main footage with the narrating playing, and just overlap that over the top of it. You have to delete the sound off the Aero 4 as well. There must be a way of doing that on the camera settings actually, so it doesn't record any sound. Maybe easier than, that's 2 minutes to delete it, like, but if you don't need to record any sound, it doesn't need to. Battery might last a bit better. Oh, this air salon here has an Indian in the window. I don't know if you can see it, but you probably can. They've decorated it up for Halloween, a witch riding it. Well, there's a pub round here. Tills, they call the Pendle Witch. One of these streets somewhere. Don't know why, as it's called the Pendle Witch, being miles from Pendle, but it is, there you go. All getting ready for Halloween, aren't we? We have an Halloween party every year. sister-in-laws, we all go dressed up, make the effort. Like a marquee outside and a couple of fireworks and not so much a fire, but have the fire pit going and what have you. Keep everyone warm, a few beers, all the kids get dressed up. I'm going this year as an outlaw biker. That's going to be my costume. A recently deceased outlaw biker. One of my daughters finished doing the makeup. She did that at college for, well, college and university, media makeup. So everyone seems to get done up quite well at Halloween. Try and put some pictures on if I remember. She's good at doing all that makeup, all the zombies and all the cuts and bruises and all that type of stuff. Just over 3 months from MOT in this DR again. That's flown by, that. Nearly 12 months on the road. In England anyway. In Blighty. Had a good few years on the road in Japan. 12 months, done it fly. It's just been one of them years where I've had plans to do stuff and done nothing. But just seems to have gone by so quick. Seems to have been no time to do anything. Next year, New Year's resolution. Do more, get out more, make more time. Still talking about New Year already. 10 weeks till Christmas, though, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, it's going to be a bit samey this vlog, similar roads that we did last week. But that's at the moment all the time I'm getting really, because it's not going to be so bad tomorrow actually. It's going to be raining tomorrow by all accounts. Watching a few videos, they've all been out this week on the new Triumph Street Triple RS. Lovely bike. Always like that when they brought it out a couple of years ago. Always been one of them, you know, if I were going to replace the Versys, would that be an option? Just hard, isn't it? I mean, I suppose at the moment, don't really want to be replacing any of them financially at the moment. Just want to crack on, keep ploughing away, keep working, keep earning. Don't really want to. My bikes are bought and paid for, so at the moment, don't really want to hang a PCP deal around my neck, but also at the same time, some lovely bikes out there. But I don't know, I love it. I think the improvements they've made, just watch Mr. and Flyers vlog on it, and what else did one? A couple of proper like bike magazine reviews have been done on it, haven't they, and stuff. Nobody's actually ridden one yet, they'll probably start riding them. Well, they'll do the press release at some point, so you get a few bits of footage from there. But like nobody's started riding them yet, none of the usual vloggers that we all probably watch, as they won't be in the shops yet. They'll get theirs from the shops, but there'll be press release days, like track days and bits of stuff like that. But by all accounts, the upgrades they've made to it, but bloody hell, it's getting on now for 11.5 grand. A few people have been saying it, it's just price of bikes now. Well, Missenden Flyer, most people will probably watch him. If you're into motorcycle vlogging, or they'll know who he is. He has a Triumph Street Triple. I'm not sure to correct me on this, but is it a 2012? Not sure exactly up here, but he paid 6 grand for it, and it's the S, I think, or the R. It was the best model we had out then. They didn't do the RS then. 6 grand, and now, you know what I mean, they're charging nearly double that. There's, yeah, more spec on it and more, you know, all the drive aids, all the electrical aids on it, but another 6 grand. A lot of money. Hell of a lot of money. The water, I tell you what, we're coming down, anyone who knows the area, coming down the M62 from Leeds, obviously getting into like Manchester and getting into the Whitefield turn off, which I think is 17, isn't it? And the standing water at the bottom of the slip road were that bad. The highways agency had shut the slip road. It must have been about 2 foot deep. Standing water at the bottom of the slip road, and the slip road's quite a steep hill. It's like, you know, it's quite a steep hill, but it must just be a bit of a dip in the bottom. Terrible. I mean, that shouldn't be happening on a motorway. It shouldn't be happening on any road. It certainly shouldn't be happening on a motorway. The amount of money that they've invested in all these smart motorways and resurfacing them and doing everything. And I know we've had some rain. We have had some bad rain, but that shouldn't be happening on a motorway. When they first did that M60, when they first did it, made it into a ring road, it was terrible for flooding around like the Middlewich area. That was John. I think he's ready to get going with his students, and not one mind it. There's a BMW GS. It's an older one. Nice though. They've all got the gear on, they're all geared up and mic'd up and all that. He'll be making his way back probably to, what do you call it? It's a training school now, so not my bit. Tax ain't insured, that pal. I'll be in one of them one day. Oh, what's this? He's got a camera. I bet there's a steam train coming down the track there. He's set up with a proper camera there. There must be something coming, something of interest. Red van man in the way, spoiling me fun. Winter Hill. We'll head that way actually. Go over Route 2 now. He was on his testing then. examiner in the middle and probably his instructor at the back. They can tag along if they want. If they've not got two pupils with them. If you've got two pupils with them, obviously they've got to stay with a pupil at the test centre, but if they haven't, if they've just took one pupil with them, they can tag along and follow. Probably gives them a little bit of feedback, doesn't it, and see they can follow the examiner around. It's probably better than sat there any excusing it to ride, so it's probably better doing that than just sat waiting, because they're probably a bit anxious, aren't they, you know, waiting for the pupil to get back. So we're either sat there for 50 minutes to an hour waiting for your pupil to get back. We tend to follow them round. I don't know how well paid that job is, but I think it'd be something I'd like to do. I thought about doing it. I mean, not motorcycles. I don't think I've got enough experience on a bike to do something like that yet. But I've got plenty of years truck driving experience, and I suppose it would be an option to get away from working away and doing all these nights out. But again, I don't really think it's a brilliantly paid job. I honestly don't. I mean, I remember when I did mine, I mean, I know I'm going back a while as well. Thank you. When would it have been now when I did my class 2, 2001. Class 1, 2006. So 13, coming on 14 years ago. When I was doing my class 1, the instructor that was out with me, he was leaving. He was, I can't remember where, he was going, it's something to do with training, but I think it was more like the classroom work he was getting away from, because he said the money's just not in it. But that's 13 years ago, so. But the other problem is with the HGVs is that many, I mean, they're talking the shortage of drivers, and the average age for an HGV driver at last shout was 56, I think. So, and at the rate they're getting replaced, you know, the young drivers that are coming through, when that generation retires in 9 years' time, because they'll be retiring probably at 65, maybe 66, but whatever. I mean, it might even be 58, the average age, but you know what I'm getting at. 8 to 10 years' time, when they retire, there won't be the drivers that will come through to replace them, so there'll be even more of a shortage. And that's right through the board in the transport industry. Right through the board, from mechanics, drivers, planners, fitters, you know what I mean, just right through the board. People don't want to get into the transport industry. And you can earn money, you can earn, I mean, I've not got any other, I left school with my GCSEs, 9 GCSEs, but I haven't got any other qualification. I wanted to stick to car mechanics. I'm not going through all that. Life sends you down a certain path. College and stuff like that, I had to give up really, because we had a baby on the way and I had to go out and earn money, so I had a driving licence. That was the way to earn money. And then obviously I just progressed from there, and you want to earn more money, and you get the class 2, get the class 1 licence, and you end up driving and working away from home and being out all the time and missing your kids growing up. But you earn good money. You can earn good money, but you just got to do a lot for it. Whereas obviously we're not having any qualifications. Yeah, in all that time I wouldn't have just done nothing else, I would have trained doing something else. But when you want something quick, and you can go out and do a week's course, 5 days, you can have a class 1 licence and be out on the road. Well, to me, my opinion is, if you're a young lad or a young girl, that matter, leaving school, get yourself a trade, get yourself a different qualification. I wouldn't recommend the transport industry to people. I really wouldn't, because it's not a good way of life for you. You provide a good life for your family, but it's not a good way of life for you. But if you're 20 odd year old and you haven't got any qualifications, you haven't really got a career path, then go out and get your licence, because you won't earn, not unless you get really lucky, you won't earn the type of money you can earn in transport. You know, working in factories and working in retail and stuff like that. But anyway, that's enough of that. That's enough of my lecturing our youth of today. Get out and get a licence. But yeah, no, I would. I mean, anyone's watching this, you know, like I say, you feel like you're in a bit of a dead end job and you're in your early 20s and you sort of like, I mean, there's no stopping you going getting a trade in your 20s, but if you need to be providing, if you've got a young family, you need to be providing, taking time away for that to go to college and learn a trade, unless you're going to work all day and study all night, it's very difficult. But get out there. I mean, and a lot of companies now, my company does it, upskill you. You've got a car licence, you turn up there and you're willing to work and sign an agreement that you'll stop for, I think it's 2 years, I think is the minimum period. You know, they'll pay for your licences and then they give it to you as like a loan. So say, I don't know, say for instance, all in, with all your licences, all your CPC, your medicals and everything, going from a car licence straight up to a class 1, and this is including wages that they pay you during that period. I think it's about £4,000. But you've got to think that you're earning money while they're training you as well. They're paying you a wage while they're training you. So I don't think £4,000's too bad. And it decreases over the time that you're there. So when you've been there a year, you'll owe £2,000. You've been there 18 months and you wanted to leave, you'd have to pay £1,000. And they wouldn't expect you just to pay that £1,000. They've done it with people in the past where they, you pay it off. You know, as long as you agree and set something up like a direct debit, you can pay it off over, a period of time. You obviously wouldn't expect you just to take it. But the bet, I mean, 2 years it's not the end of the world, is it? 2 years and you've done, you've got a licence and you can go out there and earn good money. But if you're a young lad still just ready for leaving school, stay away. Stay away from the transport industry. You can earn good money getting your centre trade, plumber, builder, brickie, sparky, mechanic, motorcycle mechanic is something I wish I'd have done. about this, guys. I had a bloody SD card error again. Definitely sticking a separate SD card in this when I get back. Didn't even last the half an hour this time, did it? Yeah, I think I just got it in before the SD card ever come up, but that was the little shop. But all sorts of little fruit and veg outside and some big pumpkin. But yeah, it's a good little shop if you're up here. If you just want to get a sandwich or somewhat warm. I think they do like soup and a roll and all that as well, so. Anyway, we're dropping back into Bolton and I'm going to sign off. So, I hope you've enjoyed this little vlog. So, we'll leave it at that, YouTube. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Check the links out, I'll put some links up to other videos. And you all ride safe and stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.